You trade gold, S&P 500, and US 30 when you know how to trade. You trade currencies when you just lack skill. What's going on? Welcome back to another vlog. So today, as you saw in the thumbnail and in the title, we're going to be talking about the reality of trading in Trump markets. This isn't going to be a 20-minute video. It's going to be quite short and simple, to be honest with you. But I want you to think of this analogy. I want you to think of Trump markets as trending markets, and I want you to think of the Biden 4-year term as consolidation. If you're a trader, you know anything about trading, you'll understand those two terms. If you don't, go on Google or go on YouTube and search bar, open another tab. Trump markets are trending markets. Biden markets are boring, consolidating markets. What does that mean? Anybody can trade a ranging market. Anybody can trade when the market's just moving sideways, up and down, going very slowly. It's not going anywhere. You can paint a whole house quicker than the market moves. Trump markets take skill. Trump markets take an actual profitable strategy. Trump markets take real traders. What's happening right now is we're seeing a bunch of people who, they're marketers, struggling to trade Trump markets. Why? Because they're not traders, they're marketers. Their strategy is just simply based off of support and resistance and an EMA. There's no nothing to do with price, nothing to do with how fast the market's moving, when the market's moving, why the market's moving. It's literally just a basic support and resistance strategy with an EMA. That's all it is. Nothing deep, nothing crazy, just yeah, that's it. And what happens with that is you can trade that in a ranging market. Why? Because a ranging market is going up and down. It's going sideways. It's going very slowly. I also mentioned this on my Instagram story yesterday. So if you're watching this and you follow me on Instagram, you know when this was recorded. You trade gold, S&P 500, and US 30 when you know how to trade. You trade currencies when you just lack skill. In my honest and most genuine opinion, you trade currency pairs because you lack the skill set to trade. You lack the confidence to trade. You don't know how to trade. The reality of it is you don't know how to trade, which is fine. But the issue is that there's people who are teaching other people. They don't know how to trade and they're teaching other people. Why? Because they've sold them a lifestyle. And what happens is now you have the blind leading the blind. You have a bunch of people that trade currencies because they don't know how to trade. And it's the blind leading the blind. They don't know how to trade. They don't know how to trade trending markets. They don't know how to trade volatile markets. Listen, there's 100 to 300 pip moves every day, for example, on gold. Even more, in the last 48 hours, we've literally had more than 1,000 pips. There's people that some of these people are waiting 3 days for 20 pips on Euro USD or on USD JAPY or on USD CAD or whatever these other currencies are. I think currencies are used for like the first 4 to 6 weeks when you're learning trading, just to learn the basics. Again, basics, support and resistance. And then after that, you know, you learn how to trade and you use your time wisely. You know, you're not gonna sit there all day to make 10 pips, 15 pips, 20 pips. Sure, if you're trading with 500 lots, 1,000 lots, it's a different story. But the reality is 99% of you aren't. So you shouldn't be trading those things. You should be trading things that are going to give you a high return for the effort and time that you're putting in. Doesn't mean it's a high risk, it's a higher return. The risk is elevated if you don't know what you're doing, regardless whether you're buying a car, you can go buy ice skates, and it's a high risk because you could slip and slit someone's throat open, right? Everything has risk to it. It's about mitigating the risk by becoming educated. How do you not slit someone's throat open with ice skates? By slipping. Learn how to skate, right? Same thing with trading. How do you minimize your risk when trading US 30, gold, and S&P 500? Or I don't even know what it's called when you're trading, when you're day trading it. I'm assuming it's the same thing. By learning how to actually trade. Not support and resistance nonsense, not basic this, that, the other. Learning how to trade. People, the Trump market's just showing who can trade and who can't trade. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Who has real strategy and who's just using nonsense in marketing. Nothing more, nothing less. So keep that in mind when you're going to people for guidance, when you're watching what people are doing. Are they showing you a lifestyle, or are they showing you actual trading, how to trade, that they've been profitable for years? Listen, Trump's first term, I went at the start of 2017 from making anywhere from $500 to $2,000 on a trade. This is all on my Instagram. I have the same Instagram that I've had since the very first Instagram that I've ever made. 500 to 2,000 a trade to in November of 2017 I had my first $100,000 day. Before, in like the summertime, like July, August-ish, actually during, literally while sitting at the Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather press conference, I had $83,000 day, and I closed it right after I left. Like, I was watching the trade while I was sitting there. So I mean, I was probably the third highest person being paid at that event. But yeah, I mean, I went from in 2017 Trump markets making 500 to 2,000 a day, closer to the 500 or 1,000 range on average, to having my first $100,000 day in 4 hours in November. So for me, I think that the Trump markets are the biggest opportunity for people to grow. I think that it's like when you go to an amusement park and you buy the fast pass. These next 4 years are the fast pass at the amusement park, so use them wisely. The Trump markets will either make or break people. Reality, which is what we're seeing again. We're seeing people that they've just been selling you a lifestyle. They have no idea how to trade. They have the most basic strategy that you can get off of Google. You go on ChatGPT and it'll tell you a better strategy. And yeah, and I mean, if you have a profitable strategy, you shouldn't need to adapt. It shouldn't take weeks or months to adapt to a changing market. Like the market's been volatile since the day that Trump got elected, maybe even a few days before that. So we're talking, what, November? It's December, January, February, March, April. We're talking about almost a half a year. It's just the reality of it. But like I said, the Trump markets are just going to show who actually knows how to trade, just like they did in 2017, 2018, 2019, because there's a lot of traders that disappeared during and after that time because they just got wrecked by the market because they just don't know how to trade. Like I said at the start, anyone can trade a ranging market. When it's going up and down, sideways, it's the easiest thing in the world to trade. What's difficult is understanding a trend, where the market's going, why it's going there, when it's going there, how it's going to get there, what it's going to do to get there. Those are the things that separate the people that know how to trade from the marketers. So I hope, listen, use these next 3.5 years wisely, because you can, like I said, fast track your career in trading. What might take you normally 6, 7, 8 years might take you 2 or 3 years. And then you're gonna say, oh my God, 2 or 3 years. No, I wanna be profitable next week. I wanna go buy a Lambo, bro, and a penthouse in Miami. Go back to one of the last vlogs and I talked about instant gratification, and that's a big issue that majority of you struggle with. So yeah, listen, Trump markets, make or break. Make sure you're just studying. Go back and watch the other vlogs. Go back and watch all my other vlogs, as they're all going to be relevant and give you tips as to how to make money now in these markets. So I hope this brings you some guidance. I hope it opens your eyes a little bit as to what's really going on with why people can't trade Trump markets. And just focus on your craft. Don't focus about what other people are doing, what cars they have, houses, this, trips, that. I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's all highlight reels and it's all just marketing. It's just, they're just marketing to sell you a life. That's it. A life that they realistically don't really have without selling you it, if that makes sense. They wouldn't have that life without selling you that they have that life. You get it? So just focus on your craft, be disciplined, be patient, spend your time learning something that's going to give you the money. Gold, US 30, S&P 500, no currencies, things move. I saw someone say the other day that a currency moved like 70 or 80 pips and it was like extreme. And I was like, whoa, what's a whole different, completely different levels. I mean, gold on a ranging day now, gold moves on a day that a ranging day that it doesn't move, it's still moving 150, 200 pips. So it's just different levels, and the levels isn't shown by cars or houses or this, that. The levels are shown by results and by making money and by lasting 10 plus years, which there's only a handful of other guys that have been doing it that long. So just focus on your craft, focus on learning properly, spend your time on things that are going to give you the return that you deserve, not 20 pips for 6 hours of chart time. And yeah, go be great, man. Go learn these markets, because these are the best markets to be trading, in my honest opinion. And hopefully whoever is in control after him keeps these markets pumping. And I don't care, it doesn't matter to us whether they're going up or down. The great thing about us is we're not buying stocks, we're not holding trades for months or years. We're in and out of trades. Intraday trading, you should be more towards, if you're not fully intraday trading, you should be more on the spectrum towards scalping rather than swing trading, because again, even swing trading, I just think that if you're holding a trade for days, it's just lack of skill. There's so many opportunities. There is so many opportunities to be making money that there's no need to be holding a trade for days. It's just lack of skill set, that's all it is. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. We'll see you on the next one from me and my furry little friend. All right.